I might have a new topic for another musing from a YouTube comment this morning. Someone was asking the question of if heaven or eternity is all just bliss and light and goodness and peace, why would we get bored there? And initially I just responded to that from the top of my head with, think of it as sitting in front of a white wall and staring at it for eternity. Would that be boring after a while? Or in the case of the commenter, he was a man, and I gave him a very earthly 3D example of how long he would enjoy being a man in a all-male masculine world for eternity, or would he like to experience the contrast of the female or feminine world? And so my guess is that it could get very boring in a male-only or female-only world, especially for eternity, and you never get to experience the contrast or the opposite of one and the other. That's why light needs darkness to be light. And as I think about it some more, it's actually God or the source that created duality. Duality is not evil. Duality is the chance to experience the opposite of yourself. And if we take Source God in singularity, Source God is only singularity. One single cell. I think that would get pretty boring. And that's why I say in my imagination, how I imagine it in hindsight, is that God got bored playing with himself, and because of that, split himself, herself, itself into a contrasting polarity. That's why we read in the Bible about, let us make man or humankind or creation in our image, male and female, or masculine and feminine, or positivity and negativity polarity. He made it, he made them. He created the contrast to experience the opposite, the counterpart of itself. And it's really a beautiful thing. Now, in our Earth experience, some of these contrasts are becoming very, very heavy, very, very dense. But there's always a contrast to everything. If it's extreme good, the contrast has to be extreme bad, extreme evil. And nothing is really good and evil at that level. It's just contrast. It's experienced. To the deepest contrast possible. But it's not, in God's perception, it's not good and evil, it's contrast. And I've changed my perception about this world. That it's really a beautiful place. Being in form, being in matter is a beautiful place. And I don't think you get that opportunity anywhere else in spirit form. There's things in spirit form that you can't do, you can't experience. It can only be experienced in form and matter. And that's why I think there's always going to be this earth, this planet Gaia, this realm of matter. It's always going to be. It's never going to cease to be. And we will always have the opportunity to experience matter. We'll go back into spirit form for a while, and then we'll become bored with it perhaps again, and would like to incarnate again to experience matter. Right? It can get boring in the spirit world. I really believe that. So a little bit variety every now and then is a good thing. And I'm really appreciating my time here in matter, in this suit. We matter. To experience all of these formations. So that's why I think, that's how I think it happened. An existence without contrast does get pretty mundane and boring after a while. And that is why I think God wanted to become flesh. God wanted to become matter. The invisible wanted to become visible form. And yeah, so this place isn't any worse than heaven. It's just a different experience. And one can experience heaven while in this earthly dimension of density and matter. The souls, the energy that we experience on the other side, are just the many different versions of ourselves, of our earthly memory, as above so below. It's just one is without form, is in energy, and this one is in the form of matter. I don't know if that helped anything, but this is my imagination of why duality was created.